Hello and welcome to today's. Did a little mini episode today of something that came to mind for me this week. And I was doing a live session and I was speaking about self-care and all the kind of incredible tools, techniques that we can use to support ourselves. But one of the things that came up for me as I've kind of been processing, it was so lovely hearing lots of people's ideas of things that they do for themselves. But one of the things that came up in my head was actually the realization of self-worth and self-care and how the two interrelate. So when I am working with clients, for example, one of the things we look at and one of the pillars of my Be Free program, part of my book, my coaching, all the things is self-care. And many people, when they first come to me, do, excuse the language, bugger all for themselves. They're prioritizing and pleasing and, trying to keep everybody else happy and not really doing so many things for themselves. So this is where this correlation between self-worth and self-care come in. And both aspects can be used to support the other. So with regards to self-worth, what does that even mean? So, it basically means that sensation of feeling good enough, that you are deserving, the opinion of yourself, that you actually deserve good things. Yeah. And often when we're feeling low, we can think, well, I don't deserve happiness, or I don't deserve a great relationship, or a great body, or money, or whatever it is. But actually, we all deserve those things. But over the course of time, it may be something someone said to you. It could be, relationships. It could be, what you witnessed as you were growing up. And we can begin sometimes to knock away at that sense of self-worth. And this is what I see in a lot of clients, and myself included, because I used to have zero self-worth. That voice in my head was, I was the bottom of my list. And that voice in my head would be like, oh gosh, you don't deserve that. Or, you've made silly mistakes in the past. You don't deserve this thing. Or, good things would happen. And then I would start to question them like, oh gosh, I don't deserve this. Yeah. But when we begin to work on our self-worth, then all the other things improve around us. And one of the great ways to improve your self-worth is to actually prioritize self-care, to do things for you. And from that conversation we had about self-care on the live that I did, this could look like so many different things. For one person, it was like working out at the gym, like really high energy exercise. For others, it was reading. It could be, for me, I love taking a bath. Myself and another lady, we spoke about walking our dogs, how we love that. And then for me, it's the real basic core needs. And this to me is exactly where you should start when it comes to your self-worth and your self-care. Sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? Nutrition. Are you cooking yourself something healthy, or are you putting yourself at the bottom of the list? Are you depriving yourself of the things that you enjoy? Maybe you fancy a bit of cake and then you're like, oh gosh, I can't do that. Or, maybe that's like, actually, no, I deserve that piece of cake. I'm going to have that piece of cake and I am going to love it. So, think about the ways that you're maybe denying yourself. And as I said, it could be real core needs like exercise, nutrition, sleep. I know one of the things that I'd kind of struggled with in the past was like investing in really good quality things. Like I'm recording this just now on my MacBook. I would never have invested in something like that before. But I feel that I am worthy of having that for my work. It empowers me to create great things, to show up. A great example of this actually, of that investment in self, with relation to the MacBook. No Apple advertising or endorsements going on here. But when I typed my book, I used my old laptop and I actually had keys missing from that laptop, and I typed it in what was like a cupboard at the top of our stairs. You can't even call it an office, it's a cupboard. And I used to go in there on my laptop minus the keys, and my husband would say to me, Susie, why are you not buying yourself a new computer? And I'm like, oh no, it's fine, it works, it works. It didn't bloody work. Sometimes the letters were all wonky. It took me ages to edit because there was bits missing, and it took about an hour, you know, to switch itself on. But hey ho, we got there. The book is out there now. But I could have made that so much easier for myself if I just valued myself enough to say, hey, you deserve a really great computer to type this awesome book on. But no, I didn't do that. But I have learned that lesson now. But it's a constant journey of recognizing your worth. So, you know, whether that just be taking a bath once a week, you know, and not feeling guilty for it because you deserve it. Like you value yourself enough to allow yourself to go and have a bath. It sounds ridiculous, doesn't it, when you say it out loud? But these are the things that go on our heads where we think like, oh no, gosh, I can't go and do that, you know, or oh, I can't buy that, or I can't do this, but I don't deserve that. But a lot of the time it's subconscious. So I want you to start thinking about ways that you can improve your self-worth. And most of the time, this comes down to investing in things. So that could be time. Yeah, investing time in yourself, investing time in the things you enjoy, like making your enjoyment a priority, not cooking dinners to fit in with everybody else because that's what they like. And you're not giving yourself what you enjoy. Say there's a box of chocolates and you're handing around the box of chocolates and you get to pick last. Yeah, stop putting yourself last. Start to value yourself enough to recognize that actually these small things all add up, and I am telling myself that I am not worthy. Okay, so I want you to start thinking about ways that you can show yourself you're worthy. I'm going to give you some little ideas of things you can do. So one of the number one things that I use, the start of every chapter of my book has one, is an affirmation. So use affirmations every single day for whatever it is you're struggling with. So say it's around health. And so I just recently joined the gym. Okay. Again, investing in myself, investing in my health. I put that off long enough because same thing, like this is still a journey for me. I may support people and coach people and know what to do. Yeah, it's this constant journey. So I'm like, oh, it's quite a lot of money. Got to pay for myself and my daughter. Am I going to use it? Da 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 da. You know, trying to talk myself out of it. And then I'm like, damn, you deserve it. Like you deserve to look after your body. You deserve to have someone at the gym support you. You deserve to be able to create this time and space to have time with your daughter. You deserve this, Susie. Invest in it. So think about things that you can invest in. So yeah, I diversified. Affirmations. So using affirmations to support yourself. So it might be, I'm incredible at my job, or I love and respect myself. I love and respect myself. I love and respect myself. I am worthy of success. I am worthy of success. I am intentional. I am energetic. I value and respect myself. I value and respect myself. I love myself. It's the hardest one for you listeners. Try it. I love myself. I spent many months, probably years, crying in the mirror, looking at myself, trying to look into these eyes of mine and look into the mirror and say that. And I do mirror work quite a bit with some of my clients, you know, looking into that mirror. And this, you know, I got taught this from Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life, but just looking in the mirror, looking into your eyes and telling yourself, I love you. You are worthy. You are beautiful. All of those things. Try it, try it, try it. It is emotional. But I tell you, once you start to develop this relationship of self-worth and self-love, you know, things will begin to change. People will respect you more. People will have more boundaries around you. People will treat you better because you are treating yourself better. So affirmations. Next up, recognizing your achievements. Again, something I massively still to this day struggle with. It is, you know, as a ex-perfectionist and, that kind of inner critic in my head, I have struggled with this in the past, just recognizing your achievements. And a great way to do this is to write a list of all the incredible things you've done. I do this in my vision board and manifestation course as one of the activities, but we write a list of all the things. And it could be getting 10 brownie badges when you were a kid. It could be, getting that degree from university. It might be standing up to a bully when you were 8. Like, what are the achievements? Have you, be it becoming a mum, maybe that was an achievement for you. Setting up your own business. Like, what are the things that you have achieved in your life? We have all achieved things. Okay, we have all. There's not one person in this world who has not achieved something. So start to write this list of all these things you've achieved, right back from like when you were tiny, and you'll begin to connect with like, oh my gosh, I did that. Oh, remember when I skydived, or remember when I or raised money for charity, or spoke to someone that was left out. All these achievements, thinking about all these great things that you've done will support you in building that sense of self-worth. Next up, a joy list. Write a list of all the things that bring you joy. It's so easy to forget like who we are, what we enjoy doing. Write a list of all the things you enjoy and then start doing them. And again, this could go right back to things you enjoyed doing as a child, skipping, going on little adventures, watching movies, like whatever brings you joy. Write this list, because you deserve joy. You deserve happiness. You deserve love. We are not put on this planet to suffer and struggle. Okay. The more you thrive, the more light and love you put out into the world, the more others can experience that too. They'll be like, wow, yeah, your vibe attracts your tribe and all that. So think about what you're putting out there. The more joyous you are, don't feel guilty about it. Allow it. So bring that joy in. Next up, list of things you're good at. Okay, we're all unique. So writing a list of things that you're good at can help you build that sense of self-esteem. We often kind of put down our own things that we're great at, because we're like, well, that's dead easy. Like, that's not a big deal. But to others, it might be a big deal. And, you have so much to offer this world. So write a list of all the things that you're good at, and that will help build that sense of self-esteem. Building on strengths. So thinking about, again, like the things you're good at, how can you build on those, develop those, deepen those? If it's things you enjoy, sometimes we're good at things and we don't enjoy them, right? But, if you're good at something, do you want to develop that? Can you build on that strength? And then having compassion with yourself. So thinking about, how can I be kinder to me? How can I treat myself? I went to a Buddhist training once, and I remember the Buddhist teacher speaking about treating ourselves as we would a baby. And, he gave the example of a baby falling over. You wouldn't be shouting at the baby to get up and not be so stupid. And, gosh, look at you trying and you're not even managing. You're not going to do that. Okay. But so you want to treat yourself with the same compassion as you would mother a child, or that you would give a child. So how can you show that compassion and mothering for yourself? How can you love yourself and mother yourself? Is really, really, really powerful. Accepting love and support. So when we don't feel worthy, again, this is something I struggled with. And this is why these topics are so close to my heart, because I know what it's like to not feel worthy. I know what it's like to put yourself at the bottom of the list. I know what it's like to just have that voice in your head telling you that you are a piece of rubbish and you don't deserve whatever. Yeah. So I want for you to be able to receive that love and support when it comes your way, because you do deserve it. And the more you can accept and receive, the more you have to give. So open your heart, allow those, whether it be a compliment. Somebody said to me yesterday, oh, I love your hair. And I was like, thanks. Yeah, so did I today. I looked in the mirror. Well, this was yesterday. If you're watching this on YouTube, I've literally been to the gym this morning and chucked my head up in a bubble. But yeah, I love your hair. And, and I was like, thanks. Yeah, I was like feeling pretty good about my hair yesterday. So accepting that, accepting support. Somebody offers to help you with something. Say yes. The more you say yes, the more you allow this flow to come in. So yes. Say yes to love and support. And then back to the correlation between self-worth and self-care. Can you see where I've gone here? Because a lot of my clients will not gift themselves self-care because they don't have the self-worth to feel that they deserve a night with a face mask, or, a walk, or a trip to the gym, or time for themselves, time to read a book, deserve to get to go to bed early and sack the dishes, So the more we can build our self-worth, the more we will recognize the investment in self-care is necessary. Equally, the more we invest in self-care, the more we boost our self-worth, because we are showing ourselves that we are deserving. So I hope this episode has inspired you just to think a little bit about self-care and self-worth. It's just started snowing here in Scotland. I don't know if you can hear it. It's a way to get quite noisy, I think. So perfect time to end this episode. But yeah, if this is an area you struggle with, reach out to me or come see us in the Be Free community, because it is like your self-care toolkit. There is everything there for you, including the support. Yeah. We actually have a whole collection on self-confidence and self-esteem as well. So do come and check that out. So it's been absolutely awesome hanging with you here today. Any questions, anything that's come up for you, please reach out to me, drop me an email, connect with me via YouTube. I am taking April off of social media. So this is going to be coming out. When is this episode? This will be coming out on the 31st of March. So if you listen to it on the day it comes out, awesome, cool. You can catch me on socials. But as of the 1st, I am off social media for a month. I'm doing a little experiment for my own self-care and showing myself, I'm worthy of that social media free time. So that'll be good. And also, if you listen to this on the 31st, you can still take advantage actually of our 14-day free trial of the Be Free community. So come join me there. Come dive in with us, get 14 days for free. So many incredible things to support you. Yoga classes, meditation classes, healing every single month, journaling, reflection, lovely meditations to listen to. So join us there, my beautiful friends. So sending you so much love. Anything you want me to talk about in the future, please reach out. If this episode has spoken to you, please just, reach out to me. Share it with a friend, rate it, review it. That would really, really help me loads. And I am sending you all so much love. Take care, my darlings. You are worthy.